Hello fellow engineers and welcome back to the Enjenir, the game that allows you to build bridges and other structures in 3 dimensions. And and apparently allows you to throw stuff at the main character in the save slot menu. Oh, right in the groin, right in the groin. And anvil. Oh, he's gone. When did they add that? Recently, there was a bridge building contest that was judged by a real bridge engineer with 25 years experience. And today, we're going to go through the top 10 bridges that I have in these save slots here, seeing exactly what that bridge specialist has to say about them. He even judged mine. This is going to be bad, isn't it? But then after that, we're going to look at 10 more bonus bridges that need to be seen because they are insane. Right, let's start with this first one. Oh my goodness. What is this? This is the first one. Look at this. Now, it's worth noticing all these bridges are built on this map, spanning this gap. You can see this is how this one was built. So you can see they're now laying all of those on. Then they're going around. How did they actually build this? Like, I tried to build a bridge in this game. You'll see what I came up with at the end. But, like, this is insane. If we just skip to it actually being built, like, physics do take effect and it actually holds itself up. And not only that, you may remember how this game actually works. You actually have a character and we can walk along it and the bridge still holds. By the way, they've actually added, look down there, the Enjenir mobile, which is this thing, so we can now travel about in style and at speed. And if you want to get out of it, boosh, you just like smash it through it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this bridge is insane. Like, you can see like every single nail that's gone into this to make this really cool looking like finger trap bridge, which I think I've seen something similar in real life. Shall we have a look at what our bridge expert has to say about this? We've also got the devs comments as well if you want to look at those. So the bridge engineer said, they say imitation is the best form of flattery. You can tell that to Bureau Happold's lawyers when they call. So yeah, presumably this is based on a bridge by Bureau Happold, which I probably should have heard of, but I haven't. And the developers reply to this, ironically, unknown to the bridge engineer specialist, it turns out that the user that made this bridge is actually a structural engineer who used to work for the company that built the real bridge of this in the real life. They were responsible for a number of Helix bridges in Scotland. Oh my goodness. We had a real structural engineer that worked for a company recreate their bridge in this game and it held up. Although I say recreate loosely because I don't think it was made out of wood and like nails, but... What an incredible bridge. Right, okay, let's go on to the next one. So, oh wow. Wow. Does this one have a train? This one has a train. What? It has a train. Look how much higher it is than like the last one was. Oh my god. What are they in there? Why are there dragons inside the... What? Unless do they produce like steam / smoke or something. All right, anyway, let's see how this got built. Man, look at all the work that went into it. They built like all the trusses, then they built the truss in the middle, then they reinforced it with like a second arch around, and then they built the train over here. Right, oh my, look, the train's going. Oh, is that what the... Oh no, it broke. It broke. It may have broken because I spawned the engineer on it. That wasn't meant to happen. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, something seems off. So let me just spawn the engineer like down there instead where he can't interact. Okay, so now, yeah, this is running perfectly now. Oh no. Oh, it's not running perfectly. It failed. Okay, so yeah, this is working now. By the way, we've got buttons down here. These actually control like the train. So you can see it's going across to there. If we press 2, we can stop the train. Are we going to stop it in time? Yeah, we've stopped it. We can make it go back. There's also explosives. Apparently, if we press 3... Oh my goodness. Whoa. Okay, that was cool. There's also explosives on 4, which are in the train. I think that's what those like dragons were. Boosh. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so good. Man, what a cool level. Complete destruction. Engineering doesn't have to be beautiful. So what did our structural engineer have to say about this? Hang on, I need to explode it one more time. Boosh. See you later, train. Feels like an old bridge from a Western movie, and the actual physics-driven functioning train is impressive and a nice touch. Well, yeah, not gonna lie, I definitely agree with that. What a beast of a bridge. An absolute bilf. Made more impressive by the train, and I love the fact you added bombs so that you can actually have some fun with it as well. And before we go on to our next one, this video is in paid partnership with BetterHelp. As you guys know, I was an engineer for 10 years. As I'm sure our bridge engineer with their 25 years of experience will agree with me, at times it was extremely stressful, as are many jobs. Whether it's having to work late to meet deadlines, only to then have the client change their mind and make you redo all the work the next day, or just having you do the same menial task over and over and over and over. Then when you finally get to the weekend, you don't have the energy to even enjoy it. Talking to a credentialed therapist who is trained to listen and give helpful, unbiased advice could have really helped me, especially as I didn't want to feel like I was a burden on my friends or family. The sessions are via video chat, phone calls, or even just messaging. Face-to-face isn't really for me. So let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist who can support you from the comfort of your own home by visiting betterhelp.com/realcivilengineer or choosing Real Civil Engineer at sign up and get a special discount off your first month. Anyway, let's get back to the bridges. Anyway, oh, this is the next bridge. Look at this. Right, let's spawn our engineer down there. Let's see exactly how this was built. So they did the arches first, then trussed up. Yes, they did all of that before they even put the like road in. I think they're doing cross bracing now. Yeah, then the bridge deck, and then they hang from underneath. So oh man, look at the wibble. Look at the wibble. So yeah, the way this works is all the sort of force is going through this truss in the middle, and then the weight of the road is just hanging from this huge trussed arch. So let's have a walk across and see. It seems a little bit shaky, but that's fine. Us engineers, we like movement in structures. If they don't move, they're probably gonna fall. I mean, I can jump. I mean, I've belly flopped. But yeah, what a cool bridge this. Oh, look how far we can zoom out as well. Yeah, what a nice bridge. What do you think our real engineer has to say? I think this is my favorite real bridge. Was the Sydney Harbour or Tyne Bridge a source of inspiration? Yeah, I guess it's probably more Sydney than the Tyne one, but very, very cool. Oh, I nearly fell off. I'm about to fall off. We zoom in, you can see I very much do not skip leg day. But yeah, gotta love a classic bridge. Right, what have we got next then? So, ooh, this is interesting. Oh, is this using Da Vinci's thing?
Da Vinci?
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen the Da Vinci Bridge, but it's just like a load of sticks, and like they don't even need to be like connected together. Like it uses like gravity to support itself, if you know what I mean. Like, if we can get like a better look. So if you look at this stick here, can you see it's like resting on top of like this bit there, and this is sitting on top of this one, which is sitting on top of that one. So once you sort of stack a load of these sticks on top of each other like that, you get to a point where it holds itself up. Yeah, I don't think there's actual, like, you can see there's nails. I think they're just like the end pieces. They're not actually like nailed like together at all. It is literally using gravity to stay up, just like the Da Vinci one. And by the way, the actual bridge bit underneath. So if we just actually build this thing, you should see, oh, gravity takes effect. Looks good to me. Right, let's try walking across this thing. So basically we've got the arch up there, and then this bridge deck is suspended by these cables in the middle. You see, a little bit wibbly, but oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, you could have just done like a straight through rather than all this curvy architecture stuff underneath. But the fact this is held up with gravity, I'm gonna say I'm very, very impressed. Let's see what our bridge engineer made of it. He said, I really like these arches. Same with the ancient Chinese woven arches. They're so simple. Check out the Tolerance Bridge in Dubai. Editor, wang that up on screen. It's very similar to your idea and designed by my friend Chris several years ago. He's a bridge engineer with connections. And then the developer responded and said this bridge effectively uses no nails or connections other than holding the cables into place. So yeah, as suspected, the entire arch is held up by gravity. That's so cool. It's so cool that like it works in a game as well. Like I'd only ever really seen like videos and like images of like the Da Vinci bridges. To actually like see one in a game and have it work, really cool. I think I actually tried to build one of these in Poly Bridge 2, like when my channel like was first sort of kicking off, and I failed obviously because it's a 2D game, but yeah, it is possible in 3D. So cool. Right, what is going on here? I'm not gonna lie. Oh, is it a tensegrity bridge? Because these are chains, aren't they? But they're sort of working upwards. So yeah, it's a tensegrity bridge. Okay, let's build this. I think this is going to look like an optical illusion, like to the untrained engineering eye. Let's just skip the build thing. Let's just see it built. So a little bit of a fail. Something seems off. Let's try that again. All right, there we go. It loaded up this time. Yeah, so look. This bridge, if you look, well, the entire thing basically is held up by these dangling chains. You might be thinking, well, how is this how is this actually up? Because there's just chains. Chains can't hold something up. You hang from chains. You don't go from underneath chains. Well, that's when the tensegrity bit comes into fashion. So if you actually look, the entire weight of the bridge is sort of held up by these things. So gravity is sort of working on the entire deck, going down these, and then this chain here and the one on that side as well, they're both in tension. So they're being like pulled down, obviously with the weight of all this bridge on these pieces. That's being pulled down. So this bar here, which looks very, very efficient. It's a shame there's not two of those weights underneath. But that's like being pulled down that way. It's attached at that end. And that's where the actual weight of the bridge is. These chains on the end, they're just the tensegrity bits to stop it like overtopping, to keep it balanced. So let's say that looks good. I guess as I start walking, the chains like on either end should potentially get tight. I mean, actually, we're not affecting it at all. If we go into our engineer mobile, this is a really stable bridge. I thought this was going to be like all over the place. Look, we can jump on this end. It's actually really stable. I'm surprised this is strong enough. Like this game, it was quite hard to build like a decent bridge, especially a large bridge like this. It was quite hard to get it so like it didn't break and stuff, but all the weight is sort of like from underneath. You can see just how many nails they've used there to try and hold that piece in. But that's really cool. Let's see what our bridge expert had to say. I've seen tensegrity tables, never thought I'd see one as a bridge. I've actually seen a few bridges that are tensegrity bridges. It's a little bit like how a stressed ribbon bridge works. They're really impressive and pretty rare to see it work so well. Great job on this one. Yeah, can't agree more. This is awesome. Developer comments, this breaks sometimes when you first load it up. Just hit something seems off and build again and it will probably hold up. But they have confirmed it's fully held up using tensegrity. So fair play. That is awesome. Love a bit of tensegrity in the morning. Right, so this bridge is actually designed by the person who did the first bridge. Oh my god, look at all like the safety barriers and stuff. So what's going on here? I think let's just build this one. I think this one has like buttons that operate it. So if we press 1, oh my goodness, how do I stop it? Two. Okay, it's an uppy downy bridge. It's a vertical lift. What's doing the lift? Oh, it's those dragons. Oh, so is that why the train moved? It was like the dragons working as like jet engines. This game's added so much since I like last played this. It's insane. So if I press 3 to bring that down, back to flat. Right, looks good to me. Shall we walk across this? Because whilst we're walking, we can still use the buttons. So if we go button 1, then oh my goodness, oh, it's leg day. Oh look, there's like a flag on top as well. Bit of a boring flag, I won't lie, but but look at this, it's so cool. All right, take it back down, and then hopefully we will safely land at this position. We've just let a boat pass underneath, obviously, and then we carry on our merry way. That is insane. Right, Bridge Engineer says, feels like the entrance bridge into the Quidditch World Cup final stadium. Yeah, that's true, actually. Look at it, it really does. I really like that they've made extra effort of designing the approaches and the stairs to the bridge, which is oftentimes overlooked in bridge design. Yeah, it's worth noting as well that the developer said it's not actually the dragons that lift this up. Apparently, if you look underneath, can you see there's like wheels? So if we send this up, it's the wheels that are sending... Oh my goodness! It exploded in my face. And now I'm drowning in a waterfall as debris is landing in here as well. I don't think that was meant to happen. But yeah, what I was trying to say, it's not the dragons that lift this bridge up. It's actually these wheels, like some sort of mechanism. So if we watch those, yeah, if we zoom right in, look, there's actually like a wheel there, like sort of like a cog one. Oh yeah, and look, the cog goes up like the ladder. Can you see like inside of this bit, there's like ladders on either side. So that's what actually does the lifting. The dragons just absorb the weight apparently. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Anyway, oh wow, look at this. Look at this. Wait a second, this doesn't have any trusses. This is just... What? I've never seen anything like this. Is this actually going to work? Let's watch it get built. That's a hell of a foundation they built, by the way. So that goes up in the middle. And then, oh, you can see like the sides going in. So, whoa. It's like a missile out of control. But then the middle bits get done, and then all the vertical bits, and then we're done. And yeah, it works. It works perfectly. What? How does this work? I'm confused. Oh no, my hand just got stuck on like a nail. I'm not pressing a button. Oh no, it got spiked. Okay, that's got to deduct a point, surely. It's a very, very dangerous bridge. Yeah, look at those safety barriers. Hey, look how spiky they are. That's got to deduct some points, surely. I'm impaled on it. Did our bridge engineer pick this up? I love this Verindel truss design. I could see this in a modern city. It's really impressive and pretty. I believe we have a word for that, mate. It's called bilf. And the way the truss goes down to near 0 just before the support is actually something something that happens in real life. It's called the point of contraflexure, where you don't necessarily need lots of stiffness. I hope the editor put a Michael Scott face after that. And the way that has been captured in the game is really impressive. So yeah, nice to know a little bit about how like this works. Why is my guy putting his butt out the side of the bridge? Why is he just like collapse as well? Stand up. But yeah, I guess if you just like make the sort of, you see like the curved pieces, I guess they're just like attached together. So they are just sort of one piece. And then the vertical supports, they sort of work just like, well, they're just like vertical bars. So, oh, it's weird. I'm struggling to get my head around it, if I'm honest. But yeah, worth noting, Bridge Reviewer said nothing about the dangers of the safety rails. So whether we can trust his 25 years experience, I'm not entirely sure. But right, I think this is the last sort of like simple bridge in terms of the top 10 anyway. The next two are pretty crazy. So this is the first one. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? I've been told it's got movable parts to it. So I don't know where we are meant to start. I mean, I guess if we just stand up there for now, let's build this thing. I'm just gonna skip the build process. So it is built. Is it holding? Yes, it's holding. Okay, it looks good to me. So from up here, was I meant to start like down there? Yeah, let's just drop down to here. Okay, so I think this is where I meant to start. So we walk along this way, then we get to this point, and then we're like, well, how do we go any further? How do we actually go any further? All right, I think we've got to stand on this part here. So, oh goodness, stand there. We then press 2. Oh, that moves us forward. Oh wow. Oh no, forward. Okay, then we're sort of on this bit, sort of. All right, then if we press 1, that stops the mechanism. We can then press 3, and then look, this bit is moving away from that bit over to the next bit. Oh, wow. So then from this point, we can just stand on this one. Sort of. I'm hanging on them with one arm. So if we then press that button, then we can move over to this platform. Oh, no. All right, then we can send that part back, and we can stay over on this side. No, I'm not sure how safe this bridge is. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, really cool little mechanism in the middle. So that is a very unique little bridge, that. And yeah, you can just pause it in the middle if you want it to be symmetrical. We've then got like a nice little suspended truss there with the ropes. Yeah, nice to see a bit of mechanics in a bridge. The bridge engineer says, I really like the 3 different spans, and it adds a huge amount of visual interest. And the moving parts in the center of the span are so clever. My favorite span is actually the little triangular span on the left. Also really appreciate how symmetrical and well laid out the structure is. Yeah, so our bridge engineer was impressed with this, and it's easy to see why. But shall we go on to the next one, which actually won the contest? So here we have, what is this? What is this? What is this? Right, if we come back, apparently we have like loads of buttons. We've got like 9 different buttons. They all actually do something. So let's have a look. The first one spins the bridge clockwise. Oh, down to there. Oh, okay. So I think that just moved this arm like down so we can get on that point. So I think we would be stood there. We'll try this in a second. Okay, so then we can spin the opposite direction. So yeah, we would be stood on this. And I think the weight underneath means that, oh my God, it's gone off the screen. We would be facing upwards. Yeah, look at that. So then it comes down. Do I need to slow this down? Oh yeah, I probably needed to slow that down myself. Oh no, now it's broken. I had one job and oh no, I've broken it really badly. Okay, so this time if I'm a bit gentler with it, I can lock it straight away at any point. That just knocked the counterweight off. And then, oh, that's coming crashing down. Am I just a really bad bridge driver? It's worth noting though, over this side, it's actually got like a locking mechanism. So if you do get it down to this side without it breaking, which I reckon I probably should be able to do. Something I do want to know though, how does it actually spin? Like, is it done via like gravity and location of weight, or is there just like a motor in there? I assume there's not a motor in there, but I don't know. But yeah, this is a complex bridge. Let's try and just get it down safely because I want to show you how the locking mechanism works. Right, okay, so we got it down to this side. We can then press like, is it 5? Yeah, look. So this flops over and then locks that on. Oh, I had to stop it first. That's just come off now. But that would allow me to get across and walk. I tell you what, let's just try it. I can't really see how anything could go wrong here. So from here, oh, how do you actually get on? Do I need to press? Oh, I press 5. Oh, this allows me to get on. Look at this extending. It's got hydraulics. Okay, so we get onto the bridge here. We just stand here. We can tell that's going. Oh, look, it's actually got locking things there. Like, look in front of me. They release the bridge, allow it to rotate. So if we now just press 4, yes, we are going up. Oh, this is terrifying. This is quite high. This is really high. Oh man, imagine like this in real life. It would be terrifying. I'm gonna release the bridge so that it just uses gravity to get down. I think that will go slower and then I won't smash into the floor. So yeah, look, it's coming down. It's coming down way smoother. This is quite good. Oh no, look, the mechanism beneath me is broken. Oh dear. Now there was actually one other thing with this bridge. Can you see on the foundation? There's a load of explosives. Well, if we press the button 9, boosh. Yep, it's got that built in. Oh man, that pole nearly went into me. That would have been horrible. So yeah, what did our bridge engineer say? Tremendous idea, so eloquently executed, and from the user's perspective, fantastic opportunity to experience the landscape from a fantastic vantage point. Yeah, unless they accidentally pressed number 9. Boosh. But yeah, this was the developer's favorite one. So this won the contest. Fair play. Really cool bridge. But let's have a look at the next bridge in our list. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is a bridge. This is a bridge. Let's get it built. Skip the building thing. We know it works. So, oh, what a build. I mean, look at the RCE propaganda up there. It even rotates. You can be at any angle and you still get the RCE propaganda. Right. All I can think as we enter our mobile thing, the bridge review. I'm surprised this one didn't win, to be honest. It's by far the best. Nice little cable stayed structure down here, all neatly cemented together. Like, it's an absolute bilf. It's lovely. It's beautiful. So, oh no, accidentally, oops. Just ignore that. Ignore that. So let's have a little look. What did our bridge reviewer have to say about this absolute bilf? That is bridge I'd like to fabricate, by the way. He said, what a load of who even designed this? Oh, cheers, mate. Cheers for that. Us engineers are meant to stick together, I thought. Right, well, anyway, let's move on to the next ones that are actually built by people who actually know what they're doing. Right, so this next bridge, oh, it's a nice little truss. I will say, though, lots of supports underneath. Like, compared to the other bridges that had, like, huge spans, quite short spans on this one. We'll give it a build and see what happens when, yeah, okay, it looks good to me. And yeah, if we head down in our little mobile down here, oh, I will say it's got nice safety barriers, decent height and everything. Oh yeah, it's a good bridge. That it is a good bridge. It is a very good bridge. Let's see what the engineer had to say. This is a really good example of a modified Pratt truss, and I think it must have taken ages to build this because it's really carefully set out and everything is sort of straight and well connected. I think if you just made the cross a little bit deeper, you could potentially do away with most of the supports, which are often the source of so many problems on projects. Yeah, so basically, can you see the trusses? They're sort of at like 90 degrees in the middle. I think he's basically saying if the boxes were like taller, then you get a much stronger truss, which means you could probably lose some of the supports underneath. Like, oh wow, look at this. Look at, oh my god, it's huge. It goes in all directions. How does this work? I can see an anvil. That's probably a counterweight. So, right, hang on. I think if we shove ourselves down there, then with this built, how does this work? Do we come and stand on this end? Yeah, I've just turned on. Can you see the fan behind me? It's an air-powered bridge. It's using the propellers to get me to the other side. Oh, this is really... Oh, no. Leg. No, I fell off. Ow. Ow. Maybe there should have been a safety barrier at the end. I'm now drowning. But yeah, so this one just rotates around using the power of that propeller. So I'm guessing if I turn the propeller off like now... Oh no, I don't know what button turns it off. It's going too fast. It's going too fast. Look how fast it's going. Oh dear. Anyway, the engineer says, brilliantly innovative. Love that it was air-powered too, making it a green and an environmentally friendly bridge. The utilization of air power showcases a forward-thinking approach, aligning with sustainable goals. Man, this guy's like, he's been on like the corporate marketing side too much. That is a proper spiel, that. Did he think about how the propeller is propelled though? 1 billion tons of coal. Didn't realize that, did you, engineer? Right, on to the next one. So, ooh, looks like we got another lifting bridge, have we? So, oh my god, look at all the there's like chains over the top. Oh my goodness, how does this work? Oh, there's like wheels on this side. So this is going to spin around. You can sort of see the chain over the top. That's going to wrap around. There's also another chain coming down there, and I think that's going to pull the truss up. So if I press 1, Yeah, look, it's wheeling it up. Oh, that's so cool. I mean, it completely ripped itself apart. I mean, it was cool until someone gave me the controls. The developer did say because of like how the game engine's built, like sometimes you do have to reload the bridges because the physics will sort of load differently every time. This time it's working perfectly though. So you can see that goes up to there. You can allow like a big old boat underneath and then you can lower it back down. What a cool mechanism. So the engineer said, not sure about bridge engineering competition, but this definitely should win the mechanical engineering competition. Very impressive. Yeah, I agree. I don't know, like in my brain, like I'm like, that's a longer chain. How is it like coming up at the same speed? Obviously it's because they're both attached to the same wheel going around at the same time, but really cool that like that part stays completely flat as it lifts up. Like all the wheels along the top helping the chain. Yeah, I like that. The only trouble is if you don't press stop at the top, that is why it explodes. So, oh, look at the chain. Look at the chain. Oh, it's like it's eating itself. Oh, this is incredible. Right, so this one is by the same person that made the last bridge, but it's just like a simple truss bridge. Worth noting though, look at the long span we got. Like a little bit of extra truss on top just gives it that extra strength for the really long span in the middle. So the engineer says, I feel like this is a really common bridge type in the US, much less so in Europe. And I really like that the truss is deeper over the piers. Fantastic. Yeah, so the deeper truss are these like little triangular bits on top, making the structure like taller. And yeah, that's a good point actually. I feel like you do see like steel bridges like this in the US and you really don't in Europe. Europe's all about like cable stayed bridges. We love our cables. Right, what have we got here? I do not know. Let's press build. So, oh my goodness, look at it move. Look at it. Oh, look at the bottom. It's got like one of those earthquake, like a seismic plate thing at the bottom. But how does this work? We've got controls. So if I press 1, nothing happens. If I press 2, they come down. Surely that's just going to smash, isn't it? I don't know. Let's walk down and see how this... Oh, I can see how this works now. This is going to hurt, right, engineer? We've got to walk along here. You are the test dummy for this. So I think basically we can just walk and then as long as we go forwards... Yeah. Oh, ow. Ow, I don't think it worked as intended. Right, let's try and walk back up the hill so we can try this again. Why am I so bad at walking? Right, okay, we're back on. We're back on. So if we can just stay in the middle this time. Ow! I don't think this one works very well. I will say though, I reckon that seismic thing at the bottom, that probably stops the whole thing like falling apart, like ripping itself apart. So fair play, that's really clever. All right, oh my goodness, this next bridge. Look at this. Look at it.
Say, would you look at this?
So it's another moving bridge. So yeah, that comes up. And as before, I've completely destroyed it again. I mean, to be fair though, the bridge is actually, it's holding up. I wonder if we lower the bridge back down, whether it will actually stay. I mean, it's considering it's destroyed, it's still holding itself together. I'm impressed. Although upon a second load, I'm not sure this one is working as intended for some reason. Right, okay, it's loaded successfully. So now we can lift up. Oh, look, that's way better. That's nice and smooth. Although the left side is slightly higher than the right side. Anyway, we stop like that. That is beautiful. As it comes back down, look at the guiding wheel. Oh, it went down so fast. Why'd it go down so fast? Yeah, look at these guiding wheels. That's so cool. Unfortunately, it is a bit temperamental, this one. Seems to tear itself apart. What did our engineer have to say? It's a really, really impressive vertical lift bridge. These types of bridges are actually really quite rare, largely because of the technical challenges around the mechanical engineering and how all the moving parts work. This weight, comparatively speaking, is really heavy and all too often it's just too much for the structure to deal with. These cables were not strong enough. Yeah, I think I agree. It wasn't quite strong enough for this one. Looking at it right now. Right, oh my goodness, what is this? What is this? Oh, is this? This could be a catapult. Right, hang on. Let's relocate engineer into there, I guess. Or maybe, can I get him? Yeah, I think that's probably the location. So let's build this. So ready? Oh my goodness, he's gone. He is gone. He completely missed the wall. It's a one-use catapult as well. Right, another go. Does he ever hit the wall? Oh, he does sometimes. Okay, that's good. I was like, what's the point of all this if it just flies over? The engineer says, so this is technically a really good solution. It's been prepared really well. It's been thought through. And of course, the engineer made it to site. Although I do wonder if this structure is the best to laying siege to castles. Yeah, I think bridge is quite a loose term to describe this one. Right, so here we have another, it's sort of a tensegrity bridge, but the tensegrity part doesn't actually hold the bridge up. It holds the roof up. So if we just build this, can you see like these corners? they're like dangly ropes. It's like an optical illusion that this can like hold itself up with ropes. But basically it looks like we're in sort of small sections. So these sort of work like the tensegrity tables do, if you've ever seen one of those. So basically this pole here is taking all the weight, and then along these bits the rope is hanging down. You can see that rope there is like really quite tight in tension, because that's what this is sort of hanging from. So this bar underneath, that's hanging from this rope, and obviously the roof is attached to that. So basically from this point over here all the way to the left, this entire roof is sort of just hanging from like these ropes in the middle, and then the four on the end, they just stop it toppling over and sort of give the illusion that it's being held up by rope. And then it looks like that sort of roof section has just been repeated 3 times, but that's really cool. So this is another tensegrity one. This time the tensegrity system's holding up the roof, and in fact bridges with canopies are really rare. And it's nice to see some shelter added here. So yeah, I think me and the engineer are in agreement. Very, very cool bridge. Anyway, ooh, look at this. A nice truss there. Nice little arch truss. No triangles in the middle. I've seen these sorts of bridges in like Poly Bridge, I think, where like they don't actually put the triangles in for the truss. Don't really understand how it works, like without, I guess, do you just like strengthen the joints load so it can't like rotate? I don't know. What does our bridge engineer have to say? Does he know how it works? This is a really nice arch bridge. Is it a bowstring arch or a thrust arch? Try building both and see how they work differently. You could also use chains for the vertical links to make it more accurate. Arches are really great, efficient and effective, and a brilliant way to cross the gap. Oh, so basically I think the sort of arch, like that's like a rigid piece, I think, and then the bridge is just hanging from it underneath. So I guess that's what this game does allow you to do. It allows you, rather than having like joints there, yeah, can you see like all the nails? So these are really like nailed together. So I think basically this is all one piece, which sort of makes it easier to understand how it works, rather than imagining like these are like hinged joints. Whereas I think in Poly Bridge how it works, like the weight underneath is just so evenly spread, like it's just perfectly balanced, like these joints don't move or anything. Anyway, the next bridge, what do we have here? Okay, I think first off, we've got to take our engineer down to it. So we come down to this point. We can then stand on this cart, which has a whole load of nails poking out of it. But then this is basically like a roller coaster. So I think if I press 1, oh yeah, it's rocket powered. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. I should probably slow down before I hit the other end, shouldn't I? Boosh. Oh, ow, ow. Good thing I have a hard hat haircut. Anyway, very, very cool. I love all of these. Thank you to the dev, by the way, for giving me all the save files of these. Apparently they are working on Steam Workshop. I think that will really elevate this game to the next level. But for now, just having all the save files, really appreciate that. So thank you. And I can't believe how much stuff has been added to this game since I last played it. Anyway, for now, I'll say peace, love, and bridges. And it's probably nice for you guys to see some actual engineering rather than just me talking rubbish about stuff. So I hope you enjoyed that as well. Thanks, Bridge Engineer, whoever you are. All right, bye, guys.